Hello, I have a book to show you today, and this book is actually in the public domain. I was looking around in the Library of Congress public domain, and I ran across this book, and I started reading, just reading the first page or two to see if it was something I wanted to download. And I just kept reading and reading and reading. And I thought, well, maybe I should download this. And then I thought, well, it would be nice if I could print it out for my own purposes. And so I did. I printed it out and I bound it together in a book. And I read the whole book. It was such a good book. And it was written in the 1910 or so. We'll look in a minute, but so I decided that I would print off another copy, and I would, since it's in the public domain, I would print off another copy, and I would bind it, and I would sell it in my Etsy shop. It shows like the pages are yellowed when they scanned it in, and so that's what I've got here. It's not perfect. And some of the pages are like different colors a little bit, but it's like imperfect, and it's meant to be. But I bound this myself. I had to print it off, and you can't just print off a PDF and bind it. You have to put it in a special format to where you have signatures. And so I found a little program that allows me to do that. And so I printed off signatures, and it's a little book now, and I really like it. So this is going to be on the Etsy shop. It's about 5 by 8, and it's called Air House and the People in It. And this is the front, and this is fabric, that it's wrapped in fabric. Like this part is fabric. And this is another public domain image that I found on the Library of Congress. And it reminded me of the lady that wrote the book. She had some cats. Well, she had like a couple of cats, but one at a time. And so I thought, this is what she probably looked like. So the book is about a woman and her husband, and they're from America, but they live in London, and they were looking for a house to rent, and they found this one house, and it was like three-story house, and they rented the top floor. They thought, oh, this is the perfect house for us. And so they went to look at it, and they got it. And then it's talking about their story, about the years they lived in the house and the different people that lived in the house with them. Like they had housekeepers back in the day, and they had people to cook for them, and different things like that. And so this is the story of their living in London in this house, and all the people that came through the house and worked for them, and their story. And okay, so when you open it up, there's a pocket there, and in the back also I put a pocket. And you can see there's signatures, and I even put the, what are they called? The binding, the headband, that's what it's called. The headband and the end band, I think that's what they're called, that you see. So I even put those on it. It has a ribbon, as you can see. Here's the ribbon. And it's bound just like a book would be bound. And you can see the Library of Congress is where it came from. You can go look at it yourself and download it yourself if you like. So this was written in 1910. So all this took place around that time frame. And you can see the yellowed pages to make it look like it really is an old book. Although I printed it off on my printer, so. But it's such a good book. I would recommend, even if you don't purchase this book from me, I would recommend that you go and read it. It's in the public domain. You can download the PDF of it, and you can read it from the PDF. I like to have a book to read personally. I'd rather hold it in my hands and read it. And so that's why I thought somebody else might want to read this. It's such a good book. You can see the sewing that I did. Now, there are a few places in it where the ink blotched. I'm not sure what was going on with that. There's not too many pages like that, but there are a few pages like that where the ink blotched on the printer. And some of these pages, if you look on the PDF, they're darker on the side, and my printer decided that was like a purple color. So that's how it printed, and I did try to print some of these out more than once, but that's the color the printer wanted to print, so. So there's not too many pages like that, but there are a few. So I'm going to show you that there are a few imperfections. But it's supposed to be an old book, and you can see where it's sewn. But it's such a good book. I just really liked it. So I'd recommend reading it. And if you like, I printed it out. I made it into a book. And you can buy this on my Etsy shop if you like. My Etsy shop is Simply Connie Mae. It's not out there yet, but it will be out there soon. So if you want to take a look, I'll try to put a link in the description, and you can go take a look at my Etsy shop. So I hope you like it. Bye.